Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be discussing 45 tariffs and to find out whether or not that is going to affect him or affect the United States in any particular way. So I'm going to take a quick look at that and see what's going on with the U.S. tariffs and the prices of things. If you want to watch my full complete video on the U.S. economy, I will put a link to the most recent video revolving around and talking about and discussing the 45 economy video. We talked about tariffs from digital currency to a whole bunch of other great topics, and you will find that in the Trump video in the bottom of the description below in the comment section, and at the end of today's video where you can click and go to that video. Plus, I will put all the other videos discussing and talking about the economy, the stock market, and all those things, the housing market, all in the comment section and in the description below. So there's a whole bunch of information for you. We will be discussing in a very recent new video coming soon. We're going to talk about and discuss energies and frequencies and the tarot cards relating to the economy and the stock market. Things that I said that were going to come are starting to pass now. So we're going to do a modern interpretation of it, see whether or not if the energies were correctly interpreted, what the energies are now, and stuff like that. Because the energy changed. The tarot cards are never wrong. The interpreter is wrong. Because the interpreter reads based off the experiences that they are familiar with to transcribe those energies. And then as you get closer and the time has passed, it's easier to decipher it because the energy has already passed. Therefore, we are more familiar with what the experience and what the cards were saying. But the cards are never wrong. It's always the interpreter. So keep out a lookout for that. That video is coming. I know you guys love a lot of past reading compared to modern reading and the comparison between the two with a little bit of the modern interpretation, little spread. Alright, so anyway, beside the point. Today is Friday, March 7th at 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I'm recording this specific video. If you want to help out the channel grow in any capacity, you can do so by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and hitting the bell icon. Engaging in the comment section below or watching this video longer than normal, you'll be telling the algorithm, hey, I like his content, show me more. You'll be showing my content, other tarot card readers, and other astrologers as well. So it helps me, helps you, helps everybody. So we're going to talk about and discuss 45 tariffs. If you want to also be notified when I do post and upload, go to the comment section below or in the description and follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group. Alright, anyway, going back to the U.S. tariffs, let's take a look and see what's going on in the U.S. economy, and then we'll do another video. Because I have one more video I have to do to be able to make sure we're on schedule for the weekend to make sure you guys have enough content while I take a break. Alright, so Spirit Angels tell me about 45 tariffs in the United States. Tariffs in the United States, what's happening with tariffs in the United States. Please ensure that this is a short video. I don't have much time left, so please make sure this is a short video, but it's highly informative. Alright, so talk about the U.S. tariffs here in the United States. What is going on with the U.S. tariffs? What is going on with the U.S. tariffs, Spirits and Angels? Tell me about the U.S. tariffs. What is going on with the United States tariffs under 45? Okay. What a fool. Okay, yeah. Okay, so again, like I said, I don't really make predictions. I just read the energy and I'm like, okay, this is where the energies are going. This is where it's likely to go. I see the likeliest outcomes, but I don't really make predictions. Sometimes I'll do on the channel, I'll tell you when I do, but most of the time I just feeding you the energy. The Chariot, the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon, which is hidden alliances. And here we have the Tower. I knew the Tower was coming. The Tower is on the top. It's in reverse, which means it hasn't happened, which means it's coming soon. So that's what we're doing. So it's coming soon. The United States tariffs is going to do some damage. Let's see what kind of damage it's going to do. Now this is specifically related to the United States. So the first card that comes in I'm getting is the Page of Pentacles. And you probably might have heard me say under my breath, what a fool. It's exactly what it is. Here you have the Page of Pentacles, him giving his sellers the opportunity, this promise to the American people that, hey, listen, if you vote for me, I'm going to put these tariffs in and they're going to help you gain more money. When a lot of people don't really realize what tariffs are and what they do and what kind of damage that they pose. We have here, there is history to remember, but most Americans do not look to history. A great historical president to really look at, the one that 45 idolizes is President McKinley's. And President McKinley was a president who was known for tariffs. He was also one of the presidents who was assassinated at that same point, who also led in some way to, what to call it? He led the pathway to a depression. Here we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is that energy, that movement, like the agreement between the voter and him and the people. But this is also giving me the energy that this is 45 making claim to the American people that, hey, listen, we're going to save you lots of money if we do these tariffs, right? And here is his diplomacy skills where countries, they're going to literal crap. And the reason why they're going to literal crap is the 10 of Wanted. The 10 of Wands is saying that you're struggling, you're not able to hold your claim, you're not able to hold your promise. Therefore, you are backing out in and out of it. What 45 is doing is he essentially is making these claims and is afraid of the ramifications of those claims actually hurting the economy. So what is he doing? He's manipulating the economy in a way in which he's hoping that he could be able to prolong the tariff just enough that there will be less of a resistance against him if, just say, he were to run for president again in 2028. So this is a political calculated move here that he's doing, where he is essentially trying to delay the effect of tariffs, but nonetheless has already negated a lot of price changes. Now, I work at a retail job, and at my retail job, the 4 years that Biden was president, we had dropped our prices. So like our average pillow will cost roughly around $40. It had changed and dropped to $20. Now that 45 is now president again, the prices of everything is starting to rise. Candy has rose for the first time since I was there. And I've been there for almost 4 years, and I can definitely tell you the price of the candy was a lot lower when 45 left office compared to now. But the significance is that when he's president, the prices rise. But when Biden was president, the prices dropped. And a lot of people were shocked. They're like, the economy is bad. I'm like, I don't think the economy is as bad as you may think. You might be fed that information, but prices were dropping across the board when it came to my job, which is very unheard of because most jobs were price gouging. They were raising prices to take advantage of the situation or to create a dynamic to create a type of fake crisis that does not exist. And that is what we're getting. However, 45 is trying to delay that by making it appear as if the economy is doing really well, but the economy is tanking. The stock market does crash, but it hasn't officially crashed yet. They haven't really confirmed that, but it's coming soon, very soon, because I said it was going to happen in 2026, 2027. Then I later changed that in the Trump economy video, which you're going to find in my description below, the video I just talked about earlier in today's video. That video I talked about, it's coming really soon. It's coming soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. After the tariffs, though, talking about the United States tariffs and him struggling to really put forth his agenda, economic agenda, we have here restriction, which is the aid of storage, which tells me that it's restrictions here, which means that in a way the economy is very restricted. So under 45 and tariff, the economy is going to be feeling very restricted and not able to grow, it's not able to expand, it's feeling very confined in its environment, which means that the economy is actually not growing or is stabilizing, but it doesn't stabilize enough that it starts declining. When you don't have any sort of growth, you decline. Right? Think of it this way, when you don't work out, right? You go from working out and you stop working out, your body stabilizes for a little bit, then it starts slowly losing muscle. It's stabilizing, but it's slowly losing muscle. You're still losing, even if you're stabilized. You got to continuously to grow in order to maintain muscle mass. When you start to lose muscle mass, or even stop working out, you start to lose that muscle mass. That is what they're essentially saying. The economy works the same way. When it stops being constricted and growing like a muscle, and it's just always being constricted and it can't grow, it loses muscle mass. Another way to describe it is just say you break an arm, right? And just put a cast around your arm. Now that cast, you can't move that arm for weeks or months. Then when you take that cast off, your arm is skinny because you have no muscle. You lost your muscle. Same thing. When you constrict something, it loses its viability, loses its flexibility, loses strength to change and alter and fluctuate, which means the economy becomes weaker. The tower becomes stronger, but the economy becomes weaker because of it. And here we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is very interesting because the Ace of Swords is coming in with this sword here, and it's saying that we are victorious, right? 45 is saying that we are victorious, we won, taking taking victory when it's not needed. But what does he not realize about this? Why is 45 a fool? Like I said, this is the Ace of Swords. I'm getting the fool's gold. Like the gold that is not real gold, but it's considered fool gold because people mistake it for gold, thinking it has any value, but it actually has zero value. Here is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is telling me here, oh yeah, this is a victory card. But what people don't realize is that it has the crown in the center, and it means to defeat something. What means something has been defeated. What has been defeated? 45 and his tariff. This is a question related to tariffs and whether or not it's going to affect the United States. It is going to affect the United States because his promise and his victory, his early victory to say, I fixed the economy, I did this, and this, and this. He's taking an early victory lap. An early victory lap, he said, hold on. It's not all going to be happy time because it's going to come crashing and it's going to bite you right in the butt. That's what the Ace of Swords is coming in at. The Ace of Swords is saying that don't celebrate early, celebrate when it stabilizes and it starts showing signs of growth. Don't just celebrate early. The Ace of Swords is saying, again, it's going to fail. Here we have the two of cups, and in a way, when you say it's failed, the tariffs are going to be successful. In its hindsight, that is going to damage the economy, but it's going to fail in its initial intention. With the Two of Cups here and the Ten of Swords, we have is followed by the Eight of Cups, which means the economy walked away. The economy walked away. The promise that he made to the people, he walked away from. He can't fulfill his promise because it was not a promise that he knew that he could fulfill. That was not something that was rightfully given to the people, but yet they've been misled. Now, if you notice here, there is a gap where this individual is walking. There's three on top. There's a whole bunch of cups on the bottom. There's one in the center that's missing. What is missing is that fourth cup. It's that promise, the completion cycle. The economy would have been better had the right individual in power. Yes, the economy would have crashed regardless, but it would have done better under this individual. However, with this new person in 45 back in power again, that cup is missing. Therefore, something doesn't turn the way it's not supposed to turn. So, for example, think of it like a mechanic inside a clock. Right? When it starts to turn, that little wheel starts to turn, but it's missing that other wheel. It can't fully turn. It's turning, but it's missing the other piece to make all the other pieces turn. Essentially, let me describe it in a way that you're going to understand, because I had a feeling a lot of you guys were confused. So here you have a big wheel. A big wheel, right? This is your big wheel. And normally, most mechanical parts, they have little wheels, and they're all attached to a bigger piece and stuff like that. And when this big wheel moves, these wheels move too. Because they have like little ridges on them to make them all move. But let's say you're missing this wheel. Now, this wheel cannot get to this wheel, therefore it cannot move this one. It said, yeah, this one might be moving, but it's not moving the mechanical part, therefore it failed. That's what it's essentially saying, that you need all the pieces to move correctly because it's a very complex system. The economy is not simple. It's not like you put money in the bank account and that's it. It's a very complex movement and a very complex system that is very hard to control because there's so many things moving, there's so many moving parts that it's so hard to control everything and make sure it moves in the right direction. That's why a lot of dictators have a lot of trouble controlling their economies and their country, because it takes a lot of parts and not one individual can do it all, right? Especially control the military, control the healthcare, control the economy. Not one person can do it all. That's why a lot of dictators cannot live long, because they die early. Same thing with kings and queens before they started becoming constitutional monarchies, which is why Queen Elizabeth lived as long as she did, because she was a constitutional monarch. Therefore, she was artist and she's more, quote unquote, an actor rather than anybody of substantial weight in British government, because the British government really decides the final say. She can make her opinion if she wants to, but she doesn't have all the pressure, all the weight on her the way that a leader of a country would. Now, the top of this deck here, we have the Chariot card. The promise, right? That promise, again, is not coming through for the people who voted for him on that promise. Here's the Chariot card. It failed. Not going in. It's never going to come in. They're going to say, oh, wait. 45 was saying, take the pain. He's essentially programming them to realize that there's pain coming, but there's not actually any future coming after that. There's something that's coming, is pain. Here you have the King of Cups, which means a leader who's creating chaos. A leader who creates chaos. This is the King of Cups here. Right? He's creating chaos and an issue that did not need chaos. The economy was growing, it was recovering, it was healing. Had he just continued that, it would have been better. But no, he created chaos among peace. He could have easily just stopped by and allowed Biden's presidency and Biden's economy to grow, and he would take credit for it. But instead, he's dismantling it because he's a child and he thinks that that he's not going to get the credit for it, so he's wanting to take hold of the country and take hold of the economy and thinking that he's going to be doing something better for it, not realizing that he's going to actually damage the economy simultaneously. And what's happened towards the end, we have the real unfortunate. When time comes to shove, the economy is going to crash, the tariff is going to fail. It may look and give this illusion of the roaring 20s, but it's not really going to be there that long. And here we have the top of the deck here, which is the Tower card, which means it's coming soon. The crash is coming. It has not happened yet. And here we have the moon. The moon coming soon. So this is soon. This is coming soon. The economy is going to crash. We'll talk more about this soon in my videos. It did show up in the lunar eclipse, which means we're very close to it, which means I will probably say sometime this month into April. So it's coming soon. It's not too far away at any point in time, but it's a lot closer than a lot of us want to admit. But again, it's part of the learning experience for MAGA, right? We already learned our lesson, so don't take this as a punishment for you. Take this as a punishment for them, and you're just sitting on the sidelines watching. We were all prepared for this. We talked about this for years, many years about this. It is not something out of the ordinary. It's not something that we did not know. It's not something that we were not told. We were told this was going to happen years ago. We're seeing it manifest now, and it's going to be punishment for those who chose not to listen. That's a punishment for them, not a punishment for you. So don't think this is a punishment for you, because it's not. Alright guys, I hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you.